Topic 2, Equation, Inequalities and Absolute Values. Subtopic 2.2, Inequalities, Part 1. Lecture 2 of 4. In this session, the learning outcome is A. To relate the properties of inequalities. B. Solve linear inequalities. C. Solve quadratic inequalities by using graphical approach. Properties of the inequalities. If A more than B, then first A plus C more than B plus C. Second, A times C more than B times C for C more than 0. Third one, AC times BC for C less than 0. And the last one, 1 over A less than 1 over B where A, B not equal to 0. Firstly, we go to the linear inequalities. Now, let's discuss some example. Okay, example 1, give the solution for the following. A, 4x minus 5 less than 2x plus 9. So we try to simplify. You bring x on the left and values or numbers to the right hand side. So you can simplify it. After that, you got x less than 7. So this is the solution set. How to write down the notation of solution set is like this. X less than 7. Okay, now we go to the second example. Example 2a. Solve the following inequalities and write the answer in interval. Okay, the question is negative x plus 4 divided by 2 more than equal negative 2 less than equal 9. Okay, now so we try to bring 2 to the right and to the left, so we can multiply. Therefore, you can got negative x plus 4 more than equal negative 4 less than equal 18. Next step, we try to bring plus 4 to the right and to the left, so you must minus. So therefore, you can got negative x less than 14 and more than equal negative 8 after you do the subtraction process with 4. Okay, next, to simplify the negative x, so we try to review the video.
Please remember to solve these inequalities. When you try to bring negative to the right and to the left, the sign of the inequalities will be changed. This is how to solve. X, when you bring negative to the right, is become divided by negative 1. Same like for left hand side, you must divide by negative 1. So when you negative here, you bring to another side, divide, so the sign of the inequalities will be changed like this. So x is become less than equal 8. Cos negative, negative become a positive. Negative, positive become a negative. Therefore, your final answer, please make sure on the negative must be on the left. And so how to read this one? X is more than equal negative 14. So you write down x is more than equal negative 14 and less than equal 8. Okay, understand?
Okay, therefore the final answer is x more than equal negative 14 less than equal 8. Okay, now we try to write down in solution interval is a bracket square because is equal. So negative 14a. Okay, now we go to the quadratic inequalities. Okay, this is the notation of the quadratic inequalities. Ax squared plus bx plus c more than 0, where a, b, c are element of R. R is the real number and a cannot be 0. This is the symbol of inequalities. We can apply in the quadratic inequalities: less than, equal, more than, and more than equal. Okay, for the quadratic inequalities can be solved by using two methods. graphical approach or algebraic approach. Okay, for this video, I want to focus to graphical approach. Okay, for the quadratic, so better we try to apply the graphical approach. So how to solve for using the graphical approach? The graph of the quadratic, we know that y equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. The expression is cache, and the point where the graph cut the axis, say P and Q are noted. So P and Q are x-intercept. For a more than 0, so this is the graph. For the sketching, this is minimum graph where P and Q are x-intercept. If the question need y more than 0, so your answer is x less than P or x more than P. The location on the graph left and right hand side. When y less than 0, this is the question, so your answer, this is the location of the on the graph, so in between P and Q. So how to write down your answer? X more than P and less than. This is for the graph for a less than 0. Okay, less than 0 is graph maximum. Okay, so as we know, the shape is maximum like this, and P and Q is x-intercept. Okay, so if the question asks you to find y is more than 0, so the location on the graph is between P and Q. X more than P, less than Q. When the question asks you to find y less than 0, so the position on the graph is on left and on right side. Okay, under the axis, so x less than P or x more than Q. Now we discuss example 3b. Solve the following inequalities by using a graphical approach. The question is 3x times x minus 5 less than equal to times to 2x minus 3. So how to solve this inequalities question? So firstly, we try to expand on the left and on the right. So you can got 3x squared minus 15x less than equal 4x minus 6. After you expand, so we bring 4x minus 6 to the left hand side. Make sure on the right hand side always 0. Okay, therefore after you bring and then you simplify, you can got the quadratic is 3x squared minus 19x plus 6 less than equal 0. Then we try to factorize. So to factorize these inequalities, you got 3x minus 1 times 2x minus 6 less than equal to 0. Now we try to draw a graph. Try to sketch the x and y axis. Then we try to draw a graph. The graph is minimum because the value of a is a positive, and this is the x-intercept. Okay, so 1 over 3 come from the 2 factor here. Okay, so therefore what the answer? Okay, to find out the answer, you must refer to the last part. Better we try to refer to when you factorize here part, this part. So because the sign of inequality is less than equal, therefore so we can say that this is y, right? So y less than equal, so this part lah, on below, sorry, under, okay, under x-axis. Okay, under axis, this is the location of the on the graph. So how to write down the answer? So how to write down? So the solution set is x is more than equal 1 over 3 and less than equal 6. Okay, now we go to the example 4a. The solution for example 4a is x squared minus 2x minus 15 more than equal 0. So firstly, we try to factorize. You can got x plus 3x minus 5 more than 0. So we try to draw a x-axis and y-axis. Because this is a is a positive, yeah? A is positive, is the you got minimum, and we try to find out the x-intercept. So x-intercept is negative 3 and 5. Okay, so because after you factorize, the notation of inequalities is more than equal 0. So the part on the graph is left and right, and above x-axis. Okay, so how to write down the final answer? So because this is the positive more than, so this is the solution set. You can write down x less than -3 less than equal -3 union to x more than equal 5. For the interval notation, we can write down half open -3 until -infinity union to half open 5 until infinity. Thank you. That's all for today.